Lions have big, beautiful manes that give them their powerful look. Cheetahs have their sleek bodies. But what about hyenas? All they have is their goofy posture and silly laugh. However, that's what mainstream media has shown them to be. Hyenas are in fact one of the most skilled hunters, and when they're in packs, they can easily outfit a pride of lions. Other than that, honey badgers and Tasmanian devils both have the wits to do apex predators. So let's watch and see what we're talking about. But before we dive in, make sure to like and subscribe. Cape buffaloes. They attack back when hunted. Buffaloes are big creatures, and even though sometimes they end up in a lion's mouth, they never go down without a fight. Especially if we're talking about ape buffaloes, who are also known as Black Death. These herbivorous animals stay away from trouble, but they sure do have a very short temperament. Moreover, they've never even been domesticated because of their bad rep. Their thick legs and horns save them from a lot of predators. In fact, did you know that an adult male buffalo has absolutely no predators? No one dares to even mess with them. And if they make the mistake of doing so, they can easily fight back against any apex predators. Usually crocodiles feed on injured or young buffaloes, since adult bulls are way too strong to be taken down. As for the big cats, they try to take them down in packs. Even then, success isn't assured. The poor pack usually returns empty-handed with multiple injuries, some of which might even prove to be fatal. These monstrous bulls are responsible for killing more than 200 people every year. They either trample or crush them with their curved horns.
Whoa.
Mandarin ducks. No matter how pretty and colorful these ducks look, try not to get too close to them. Generally, these ducks are not friendly at all. They might be a little quieter than others, but that doesn't mean they won't bite your fingers off. Size doesn't matter when you've got spirit, and that's exactly the case with them. Sometimes they even try to tease big cats just for fun. Other times they'll fight back against tigers, lions, otters, and whoever their predators are because they can. What's surprising is that they're comparatively shy birds, as compared to others. Still, you can see how much they like teasing tigers here. They don't eat meat or any other big cats. They mainly like to eat plants, seeds, and insects. Sometimes they fight wood ducks, but not for fun. They have to get violent when it comes to getting a wife and then keeping her. Moreover, they have to do every breeding season, because mandarins aren't one to stick with just one female. Looks like they definitely like to live on edge. The ostrich. Any ostrich character that's played in a cartoon is mostly used for comic relief. A stressful situation arises and they bury their heads in the ground. Now, that's not even close to the truth. This awkwardly flightless bird shouldn't be taken lightly, mostly because they weigh a lot more than you think. With a weight of about 330 pounds and a height of 9 feet, they're no less than a missile on legs. Their first strength is their speed, and the fact that they can run faster than most cars people drive. And when it comes to protecting a nest, male ostriches take this job very seriously. If they sense any danger coming towards their eggs, they'll kick it down. Their long, sharp claw on each toe helps them rip through any animal's skin like a hot knife on butter. They're the kind to prefer flight over the fight, but when the time calls, they're always willing to take down lions, hyenas, and whatnot. The only time they'll fight humans is when they provoke them, so keep away from them and they won't rip open your gut. Nile crocodile. When we talk about the largest reptile, the term fearless obviously follows. Crocodiles, especially Nile crocodiles, are some of the fiercest animals the earth has ever seen. Their features haven't been changed for millions of years since they're practically the perfect killing machines. The way they kill their prey is even more exceptional. First, they completely hide underwater and silently swim over to their prey. This element of surprise, along with their bite force, makes for a successful hunt most of the time. Their sharp and conical teeth can sink into any animal's thick skin and break blood. Usually they feed on fish, insects, and frogs, but when they're feeling a little adventurous, they might go after tigers and lions too.
Whoa, shit. Whoa. No way. Whoa.
We all know how strong big cats are, but their bite force is nothing when it's put against the armored, scaled skin of a crocodile. The stealthy creatures also have a special technique called the death roll, which includes biting down on the prey as hard as their body allows and rolling around in the water. This doesn't just suffocate the prey, but also weakens and confuses them. In conclusion, they should be named the king of the jungle now. It's about time we update the title. The Tasmanian Devil. We all remember Taz from Looney Tunes, right? Well, the real version of that character exists, but it's much worse than the cartoon. The Tasmanian Devils are small in size, but their behavior is absolutely crazy. From afar, they look like a mix between a cat, a raccoon, and a bear. No wonder they're so weird. First of all, they have an awfully strong foul odor, and any time that they feel threatened, they let out a scream so horrendous that it might just pop your eardrums. Now let's move on to their incredibly powerful jaws, which have the strongest bite force per unit body mass of any predatory mammal in the world. And when they bite down onto something, they don't let it go. As mentioned before, their artist rendition isn't actually too far away from the real deal. Their finest personality makes them want to lunge at their attacker, scream, howl, bite, and everything in between. In fact, they even spin around at times like Taz. They might not hunt down humans actively, but they will attack us if we're ever too close to them. As for our beloved cats, they've been known to control the feral cat population by killing them off and munching on their bodies. Rhino. Rhinos in captivity have been known to flip over cars and humans just because they were too annoyed by it. They're one of the few animals that are extremely moody and will attack you if they think you're slightly annoying. They might have bad eyesight, but their sense of smell makes up for it. 3 animals will charge at a person or a vehicle when a smell triggers them, and when they do charge, it almost always results in death. Usually lions try to grab their young for some supper. However, rhino mothers are very protective and step to the front line when their calves are in danger. With about 4,000 pounds of weight on them and an impossible impervious thick skin, they don't really have natural predators. It's mostly humans that have the need to harvest their horns. Their skin is made of keratin, the same material that makes up hair and nails. Except this keratin is secretly compact, making these battle-ready beasts look like they're wearing armor. The truth is, these animals are herbivores. They don't want to eat any meat. So any footage of them fighting humans or lions is just in defense. And boy, they sure can fight. Harpy Eagle. Harpy eagles are a bizarre-looking creature that doesn't even look like real animals. And the weirder thing about them is that the females weigh twice as much as the males, reaching almost 22 pounds. Their look is very cool, almost cool enough to be put on a motorcycle jacket. But they're sorta lazy and tend to scavenge for ready-made meals. At times, they'll happily hunt, since killing and eating sloths and monkeys is their favorite thing. That's not all, they're even capable of hunting small deer. What other bird is hardcore enough to kill deer, literally? When we talk about their wingspan, they make humans look incredibly small, and some researchers have even cited them as the largest eagle. In their habitats, which is the rainforest, they start by hunting over the canopy. They'll look around for a good and juicy meal. Once they find something suitable, they swoop down to kill it. Their deadly talons can exert a pressure of about 110 pounds, which is enough to crush the bones of their prey and instantly kill it too. Occasionally, these eagles have been known to attack or eat human children, since they're smaller and easier to attack. In fact, there was a report from South Africa where a small child's skull was found in an eagle's nest. Hippo. Hippos are weird animals. They're hairless herbivores that are semi-aquatic. Their category definitely blurs some lines. But when we're talking about insanely strong animals, then hippos definitely make a list. They can weigh up to 7,000 to 8,000 pounds, and they keep growing throughout their whole lives. It's not their size that we should be focusing on though, it's their ghastly mouths. These mammals cause more human deaths in the whole of Africa than lions, leopards, or other major predators combined. They love their watering holes and are super territorial about them. That's why most attacks that are done on lions, tigers, and leopards occur when they try to take a sip from a hippo's leg. Their wide open mouths give them an opportunity to cover more surface area. And considering that they have the largest canine teeth in the animal kingdom, you can guess what goes down during combat. Their second most powerful weapon is their skin, which is about 2.5 inches thick. Other than protecting them from predators, their skin also secretes a natural sunscreen to protect them from any sort of bad bacteria. These giants are anything but gentle. They've killed humans in the past thanks to their unpredictable and aggressive nature, and they won't hesitate to do it again. So if you're ever on a safari, try not to feed them peanuts. They might end up feeding on you. Cassowaries. Seeing a tiger, a lion, a crocodile, or even a hippo as some of the most dangerous animals in the animal kingdom is very justified. However, you can't say the same about cassowaries. These animals look like a mummified version of a dinosaur. On top of that, they also behave like absolute jerks. It's not so much of their behavior that's annoying, it's their insanely strong legs. Their muscular legs have an incredibly powerful kick, along with 3 claws that can tear apart any prey. Much like their cousins ostriches, they don't like to start fights, but when their own lives or their offspring's lives are in danger, they'll whip out their sharp claws. It's not just preying that they fight, they even go after humans. In fact, there have been a lot of reports and footage of them fighting, chasing humans for no reason.
Now his weapon is...
If you were to put this bird and a tiger in the same cage, the bird would rip the poor mammals to shreds. Thankfully, they don't live in the same habitats. In Florida, they're listed as Class 2 wildlife, which means that they have to pass a whole bunch of tests, and the owners have to get a special permit to legally own one. After all that struggle, there's still no guarantee these creatures will calm down a bit. Honey badgers. They'll take on big cats, snails, etc. An animal as small as the honey badger, with such an innocent face, could never have a notorious reputation. Or that's what you thought. These tiny but fearless creatures have been known to attack and repel almost all apex predators.
Look at that.
This includes lions, hyenas, highly venomous snakes, and so much more. They rarely ever play the offense, but even their defense strategy is so strong that it always makes it out alive, with only a few scratches. Since they're tireless in combat, they manage to wear out the large enemy by making them chase them or dodging all their attacks. The honey badger uses their size and speed to twist and turn away from the predators. That's not all. Their small, flat head helps protect their ears and eyes, so that no vital organ actually gets injured. It's not just their amazingly adapted body that helps in fending off predators. They're also quite smart. In fact, there was a badger named Stoffel that could escape from virtually any enclosure. That's just one example of how smart and witty they are. Moreover, they've been known to rip off poisonous snakes' heads and even deal with pointy porcupine quills. Hyenas. The Lion King has definitely ruined the image of hyenas. They're not completely evil. They're just so fearless that nothing can stop them. They're just misunderstood, since there's not much research done on them. Spotted hyenas have very complex social structures and usually rely on each other for protection. Most hyena clans have one alpha female and lower-ranking females, males, and younger cubs. You might think they only steal food, but that's very wrong. In fact, they're excellent hunters, and their spoils are taken by lions. Their hunting techniques allow them to take down buffaloes and baby elephants. It doesn't matter whether they're hunting alone or in groups. Their sledgehammer-like jaws can break down any animal's bones. One of the biggest reasons they're not scared of any big cats is because they're very intelligent. And on top of that, they have a huge physical advantage over them too. Their streamlined bodies and stubby hind legs increase energy efficiency. As for their huge lungs and hearts, they suck enough oxygen to easily escape in case their prey turns on them. The only reason people thought of them in a negative light was because of their menacing appearance and scavenging tendencies. They deserve just as much love as any other carnivore. Alright, comment below if you've ever seen an animal fight with the most unexpected outcome. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Forever Green, and we'll see you in the next one.